My name's Sue Johnston. I'm a careers consultant over at the University of Warwick, and I did a postgraduate diploma in career education, information and guidance in higher education. It was to do with work really. I needed a professional qualification. I'd been doing the job for a long time, but needed a professional qualification in order to become a senior careers consultant. You sign up to do the 6 modules, and they all take about 9 months, so it's quite intense from that point of view. And at one stage I was doing more than one, but most of the time it's much preferable to try and do one after the other and progress through that way. Mainly the interaction was at residentials, but you did see the same people at residentials and then on other courses, so you do get used to seeing people. And I've got friends now in other career services in other parts of the country from the course, who I contact on a slightly different level on emails and ask for advice and chat about things. Because the tutors are there all the time during residential programmes, and the tutors are with you all the time when you're doing assignments and things, and they're not intrusive, they're available, and I quite liked working like that. The fact that if you needed them you could make an appointment with them, you could go and see them, you could talk to them on the telephone, they were always available for you. But you don't need to see them on a one-to-one basis too much, because you've got all the ways of communicating with them, and that's fine, because a lot of the course is distance learning. That's helpful too, the fact that you're not having to sort of turn up to meet with them all the time. It was difficult to start off with. The residentials help because for the whole week you're actually out of work to be able to do that. But the assignments can be quite onerous in terms of the amount of hours that you need to put in for the reading and the writing. But I plan that in the evenings. I also managed to sort of factor in sometimes some work hours because it was so related to work. At one stage I did a survey on students, first year students and their expectations. So obviously that could be done during the working day. And at another stage I had to deliver quite a lot of group work and film myself doing group work, and that was able to be done during a time when I'd got a lot of group work in the actual day job. I've now completed and I'm professionally qualified, and I think that's quite, as I say, it's quite important, and it's important for where you stand in the workplace too. The fact that, when you're working with other people that are qualified, it's quite important from a confidence point of view and a professional angle to have the same qualifications as people that you work with. There are a range of modules, so I think it would benefit anyone that was working in any form of careers and development scenario. The last module, for example, was on information management. There's an awful lot on social media, a lot on marketing, communicating with students. So it's not all about straight careers guidance, it's about the whole process of careers and information management. The elements of people who do guidance on application forms, people who do guidance on reception, people who see students, interact with students in all sorts of ways, it's really important.